16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. 2-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Looking deep in the direction of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a carry for Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There we go, Pac-Man. 180!
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
There we go, 180! Round. Coaching, spill!
Again, it's Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, orbit!
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Running with Howard, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
64, weak. 26.
They'll try again with Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
53, Mike, 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 2 seconds. 53.
third and short yardage. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Check 24, check 24.
On first down, they run with Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
On second down, it's Sanders. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They run with Howard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Go to 54, go to 54, 180.
Hustle, hustle. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
26.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on second down, Wentz, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Howard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
82. Hey,
Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
Pull it high.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get
A give to Howard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
You draw Porter.
On first down, Howard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Kill.
55, my God.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Sunday. Recon, 152 fighter. Bravo.
To throw is Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Howard. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
46 down, man, 5-4.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll be brought down at his his own 10-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second down, Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT.
Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Cut.
Here we go, 46.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
26.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
Wentz's pass complete to Deshaun Jackson. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, look, 3 on the flag.
Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense They feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So it's third and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Man, 5-7.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, let's go.
Get up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Rip right.
Let's 5-7.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo. What's up?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially at a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
There we go. Wide 80.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Kill. Hey, 47. Back. 26.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Eagles 42-yard line.
Here we go. Wide.
Check 53.
Right here, right here.
Wide, get wide.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
Kill. 27.
57's right. I'm coming after you. Echo. I'm coming after you.
26.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go, baby.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Elliott, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.